old country music. Good old country music. Bring on the country music.
All right, folks, we just have a few more moments until we begin. If you've just arrived, go ahead and fill out your poll. There should have been a poll that popped up on your screen when you joined in. And when we start the meeting in a few minutes, we'll have you turn your cameras off, but you can leave them on right now. We're just kind of hanging out and enjoying
Hey,
it.
Steve. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Steve, someone's in your house.
What?
Down. Oh, that's a...
Now we can say, stop the video, see?
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, that's Steve. I thought you were talking to me, Damon.
No.
Here, Steve.
Go ahead, pull up a chair, Dan. You're invited.
All right, for those of you who are just arriving, just go ahead and fill out the poll on your screen and then hit submit. There's 5 questions there, and you can just scroll on down in there. And Dan says there's open indoor dining somewhere. So Dan can tell us a little bit more about that. Oh, looks like, and it looks like Davina is also outside. Some of us chose to join from outdoors. Yeah. So
What's on the menu?
yeah, Dan, we got people who want to know what's on the menu here. So again, for those who are arriving, just go ahead and fill out the poll on your screen. And again, if there's anyone out there who wants to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance in a little while, just type your name in the chat and I'll call on you when it's time for the pledge.
We should treat this like the good old United States and draft somebody.
We're a volunteer army in the United States, Damon, as you know. I know you volunteered and served our country.
3 tours, 3 tours. I'm a vet.
Hello, Denise. It's good to see you too. Yeah, the whole task force will be here in a little bit.
I want you all to remember how much you liked me tonight.
Believe it or not, and we're not going to spoil the surprise here, but Damon has a proposal for the task force.
Right.
And we're all going to discuss it here tonight.
And I'm going to propose to all of you. Don't leave. Where's everybody going? Okay.
You started talking and they all just disappeared, Damon. I'm not sure what happened.
Happens all the time. I get no respect around here.
Where'd Katrina and her mother go?
Here. So once again, if there's anyone out there who'd like to lead the Pledge of Allegiance later, you can just type your name in the chat. If you've just arrived, you probably see a poll on your screen, and just go ahead and fill out each of those 5 questions and then hit submit, and we'll share those results later. And let's see here. We got some fun people chatting in the chat over here. So a nice crowd coming in. And we're going to be beginning in just a few moments. If you want to turn off your cameras now, you can go ahead and start turning those off. If you don't know how, you just go to your screen and say hit stop video. And so let's hear. Esther says she's happy to lead the pledge if need be. That would be wonderful. And Danielle's what is Benny cooking or something? I see some people there. So it's just me now. So while we're waiting for our last few people to arrive, I just want to take a moment to let a little bit of the world go. We all know that we're in a little bit of a crazy place right now. The world is kind of chaotic and moving forward. So let's just all take a few deep breaths together. Just take a nice deep breath in, hold it, and let it out. Good, good. Let's do that one more time. And when you take that breath in and hold it, just try to think of when you let it go, you're going to release all this week's tension. So one more time, breathe in, hold it in, and release. All right. For those of you who are just arrived, just go ahead and fill out all those poll questions there. And I think Esther's going to come on here and give us a little information about how to do Zoom for those who don't know.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
how are
Esther.
you? Thanks for having me, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, your eyes are disappearing into your
I
background
know.
there.
I'm a little bit one to teach you about Zoom when I can't get my Zoom background to work. But I am at my house, even if I have a fancy background.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me again. If you don't know, I'm Esther. I'm the mayor's administrative assistant, and I'm here with some housekeeping, as I am every week, to help you enjoy the meeting. First of all, as you all do, just keep your cameras off and your microphones off until the mayor calls on you to speak. You might be seeing a lot of black boxes with names on them right now. If that's the case, you'll want to go ahead and turn on your hide non-video participants. So if you go to your settings, you'll see
Well,
three
I
dots
think
for
you go to
video.
the stop video.
Yeah, your
There's a
stop
little
video
tiny
setting, there's an
arrow.
arrow, and that will lead you to some options. And you'll want to go ahead and toggle the switch that says hide non-video participants.
So you go video settings and then hide non-video participants.
Exactly.
And Uncle Stavros says that you look like you're possessed and we should call a priest and hope your head doesn't spin around. Whoa!
So much for video backgrounds, everybody. You don't want to see what my house looks like. It's a mess. But if you're having problems, we are, like me, we are here for you. I'm going to go ahead and type in again a number that you can text if you're having technical issues, and an email address. It's in the chat section. So again, if you kind of cursor over the bottom of your screen, you'll see some options, maybe where it says more, three horizontal dots. And what you're going to want to do is make sure your chat room is open. And at that point, you'll see that I put a phone number and an email address to contact for technical issues. And you'll go ahead and see that that we're all talking. We're talking all the time. So stay on chat, stay with us, and join in the conversation. And Mr. Mayor will call on you when it's time to talk, but we are listening the whole time. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Esther. I don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you so much. And here comes the task force. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hello there, Steve.
Hey, great to see you all. Hey, first of all, I want to thank all the Beachtownians who joined us last week for our 4th Road to the Future Task Force meeting.
Woo!
All right, you may notice Gloria Ramirez, our Barrio Playa activist, is not here tonight, but not to worry. She's safe and sound and probably off pulling down a Columbus statue somewhere. So, but you may remember last week we had a very spirited discussion. We even broke into small groups because we were talking about shutting Beachtown back down. And I want you to know that after a heated debate at the Beachtown City Council meeting, we have come up with a well-balanced compromise between businesses and public safety. So this is what we came up with. Monday through Friday, complete business shutdown, strict stay-at-home mandate. You must wear a mask at all times when you are outside.
Woo! Yes.
And then during the weekend, total freedom. You can go out without a mask, drink, eat. You don't even have to practice social distancing. You can dance, kiss, hug, do whatever the hell you want. So what do you guys think?
Steve, that sounds kind of weird.
Oh, don't worry, Donna. We did research and we are the only town trying this.
Oh, I kind of get it. It's like a diet. Strict during the week, and then you get 2 cheat days.
It's a good compromise, Mr. Mayor, but I think you should add Freedom Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Let's just see how this goes first, shall we?
Oh my God, am I living in the Twilight Zone? That is a terrible idea. A total shutdown with total freedom makes absolutely no sense.
This is government. It doesn't have to make sense.
Well, Dr. Srini, I think the council was going for balanced. Yin
You
and
mean-
yang.
You mean dumb and dumber?
Dr. Shirini, just try to have an open mind. That emergency council meeting went on for 14 hours. The Bar Lives Matter people would not take no for an answer. Please, just let it go.
I'm moving.
Oh, no, please, Dr. Shirini, we would miss you so much.
Yeah, especially you, Mr. Mayor. She bankrolled your whole re-election campaign.
That is entirely untrue, Damon, though I do appreciate every penny that you give. Thank you, Dr. Shirini. But folks, tonight, moving forward, we have 2 issues on the agenda. The first one is a little simpler, and I think we should be able to take a community vote and decide on the issue tonight. The second one is a little more complex, so we'll hear everyone's perspectives, and then we will take it to the city council at next week's meeting for a final decision. But before we get started, Esther is going to come back and has volunteered to lead our Pledge of Allegiance. So, hey, Beachtonians, go ahead and turn your cameras back on while we do the pledge here. You can just hit the start video. There you are. Leave yourself on mute. We don't need to hear everybody. And then do however you would like to honor the Pledge of Allegiance as we do this. I'll be standing. So go ahead, Esther.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All together, everyone, thank you. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, Esther. That was awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. Okay, everyone, you can turn your cameras back off now.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Donna.
I want us to take a moment to acknowledge the original guardians of the land. Let's take a breath for the Kumeyaay people, past, present, and future. Okay, everybody, let's inhale and exhale. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. That's really awesome. And I know Gloria will really appreciate that you did that.
Yeah, she better be. I'm taking care of her cats too.
Friends, for those who don't know me out there, I'm Mayor Steve, the crunchy granola hacky sack surfer mayor. And I'm really just a guy who likes to listen to my constituents and respect them. And boy, do I listen. Tonight, we have a proposal from Task Force member Damon Haynes. Damon, before I give you the floor, are you naked right now?
No, I am not.
It looks like you're not wearing a shirt.
It's hot.
Okay, okay. Well, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and fellow task force members, for giving me a platform to share something that is very important and dear to me. As you know, I am a Vietnam vet, 3 tours, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Patriot, the only conservative publication in Beachtown and the only paper that does not print the fake news. Many haters have labeled me as an extreme right-wing hate monger, but I am also a fun-loving, bike-riding nudist. Yes, you heard right. I'm a Republican nudist and bike enthusiast. Here's a picture for your enjoyment. For the last 5 years, I have organized Riding Butt Naked for Freedom, a nudist bike run that starts at the pier and ends at the bay. But earlier this year, during the pandemic hysteria, the mayor shut down all outdoor gatherings this summer. I think it is a damn shame. I am here to ask Mayor and the people of Beachtown to allow us to take the streets and let us ride free, like our creator and founding fathers intended. Thank you.
Thank you, Damon. I didn't know our founding fathers were nude bike riding enthusiasts.
Oh yeah, Benjamin Franklin was a patriot and a nudist.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm going to open up the floor to let the rest of the task force ask you some questions.
Damon, first of all, I love your Riding Butt Naked for Freedom bike run. I participated a couple of times and I had a blast. I got sunburned in areas that had never seen the sun.
Oh, thank you, Donna. Use SPF 300 next time.
Damon, why are you asking us permission to ride? Now that we have free masks and social distancing weekends, you can ride with no problem.
I realize that, Councilman Ramos, but I am a man of tradition. The Riding Butt Naked for Freedom bike ride has always been on Monday, and I want to keep it that way.
Why Monday?
Because most of my riders are actors and priests, and that's their day off.
Damon, if you're allowed to ride, how many people do you expect this year?
Oh, I expect 37 riders and a bear.
A bear?
Yes, Billy, a retired circus bear that rides a unicycle.
37 riders and a bear? I'm sorry, Damon, that is way over the Monday 10-person limit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, make that 35. I forgot that Larry and Dawn will be out of town in Indiana.
Hey, I'm sorry, but 35 is still over the limit.
Mr. Mayor, yes, it is over the limit, but these are bike riders that naturally practice social distancing. Otherwise, they would tangle up and crash.
That's a good point.
Damon, will these riders be wearing masks?
Yes, they will wear masks and nothing else.
They will wear masks, but not underwear?
Correct.
I love the irony of that.
The ride also brings in people from out of town, and this brings much needed income to our town and businesses.
Yeah, I agree with Benny. Our small businesses could use some naked customers.
It
As
is
long as they wear
definitely.
masks. They have to wear masks.
It is a unique Beachtown event.
Yeah, the beach games they play after the run, they're interesting to say the least. The stick ring toss and beanbag in the hole toss.
Don't forget, pin the tail on the ass.
Oh yeah, we go balls out.
Okay, enough with all the puns. Okay, it's time to open this up for other Beachtonians besides the task force. I saw already we had a question from Alice in the chat. What specific orifices require masks? So I think you said it's just over the face. Is that correct, Damon?
Well, if you're in an orifice, you don't have to have a mask.
What is
Okay. How does the nude bike ride make money for the small businesses? Donna, maybe you want to answer this one.
Yeah, actually, we have the riders donate and they go and they get pledges, and however many miles they ride, they collect, and then we actually distribute it amongst the businesses.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Hey, Esther, you want to come on and let people know how they can ask questions if they don't want to go in the chat?
Sure, everybody. Of course, the chat is open as the mayor has displayed. You just ask a question there and he'll make sure you get acknowledged. But another great way to participate, we want to see you. If you cursor around the bottom of your screen, you'll see some options. If you click more, you're going to want to go ahead and turn on participants window. That'll show all the participants. But when you see that, you'll see a blue raise hand option. When you raise your hand, I'll know that you want to speak and I'll add you to the speaking order of events. So what you want to do is go ahead and click, just like Mayor Steve has had on the top of the participants list, it says raise hand, and then I will add you to the speaking order. Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I think that's all there is.
Okay, great. Thank you, Esther. So again, let's hear if there's any other questions or comments from the audience about the nude bike ride, just go ahead and raise your hand up right now. I think people think we may have covered everything, but we'll give it a moment. Does anyone else have any other questions for Damon or concerns about the bike ride?
Yes. What is an orifice?
Oh, God.
It's where you go to work.
No, Damon, actually it's,
I don't speak English so well, so sometimes I get confused.
it's lost in the translation. I would have thought being a doctor, but okay, I think
I just want to make sure that everyone knows we will be practicing 6-inch social distancing.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Damon. And with that, I think it's time to take a poll of our Beachtonians. So is Esther out there? If you can throw up that poll there, should Damon Haynes be allowed to produce his Riding Butt Naked for Freedom bike run on a Monday this summer? And so if you can just click your answer, yes or no, and submit. And we will, let's see here. I'm mostly concerned about nude cycling and the narrow and pointy bicycle seats. That's an excellent point there, Dan. All right, we'll give a moment for all the results to come in. But I think this will be a final decision. Whatever we decide here today, we can just move forward with. This doesn't need to go to the...
Oh.
Okay. Well, in the case of a tie, Damon, you're going to love this. This actually falls on me, the mayor. So I have the deciding vote.
Oh,
You want my vote? You'll have to do something for me.
oh, please. Have mercy on me.
If I allow this, you will need to wear an AOC t-shirt next week.
Oh, no! No! Okay, I'll do it.
That's cruel and unusual.
Friends! Damon Haynes is allowed to have his nude bike ride. He has permission for the Riding for Freedom bike ride. All right.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your votes. You don't know how happy you have made me. Let me take a knee.
What?
Oh, no, please.
That in.
Hold on, just
God.
okay.
Children.
Thank you, Damon. All right. Okay, Beachtonians. Now we're going to move on to a little bit more complicated subject and perhaps more controversial. Last week, I received a call from the presidential campaign of Donald J. Trump, and they would like to hold a rally here in Beachtown.
No freaking way. You hung up on them, right?
No, Donna, I didn't hang up on them. I may be a Democrat, but I'm an American first. And I do believe that every candidate has their right to make their case to the American people.
And where is this rally of deplorables going to take place?
Dr. Sharini, please keep your elitist opinions to yourself. President Trump speaks for the real freedom-loving, God-fearing, unemployed, gun-carrying Americans that are the backbone of this country. But to answer your rather snarky question, campaign would like to use our very own Beachtown Seals softball stadium.
Well, are they going to pay for rental and cleanup?
Well, yes, if the check clears, they are paying very well. And the city needs the income since the Seals season was canceled.
Mayor Steve?
Yes, Dr. Sharini.
Why was the Beachtown Seals season canceled?
Well, because of the coronavirus, of course. I mean, 4,000 fans packed in a stadium screaming and yelling. I mean, that would be just ridiculously dangerous.
Yes. So why does the president want to do a rally under those conditions?
Because he's the commander-in-chief, and he knows best. He doesn't believe in mass social distancing or what the medical experts say.
Oh, yes. That makes total sense. If you want a mass suicide.
After his Tulsa rally, thousands of supporters tested positive for coronavirus.
Yes. It was a clan-demic.
Oh.
Okay, dudes. The bottom line here is that the Trump supporters would like to have their candidate speak here.
But why here in Beachtown?
Because we're right on the border, a border that's porous, and he wants to assure us real Americans that he will build that beautiful wall to protect us from narcos, MS-13, and mariachi music.
Well, why doesn't he protect us from the coronavirus that is already here?
Our president has the coronavirus under control.
3 million cases. Awesome.
And he gets absolutely no credit for the economy.
40 million unemployed. Unbelievable. Tremendous.
Oh my God, you people are short-sighted. A Trump rally will put Beachtown on the map, like Mount Rushmore. Besides, the rally will bring in thousands of people to our town, and those people will spend money.
And spread the disease.
COVID?
No, ignorance. These people will not wear masks, and that is a recipe for disaster. As a doctor, I cannot endorse this rally of irresponsible children.
No, I don't want us associated with his campaign. He should take his rally to the town of Fundito. They'll love him there. I mean, they still have a Sambo's restaurant, for God's sakes.
In the Golden Corral.
Well, unlike you liberals, I, for one, am very excited about the president's visit, and I have already talked to the stadium groundskeeper, yep, Bubba Gomez, who assures me that they can get that Seal Stadium ready for the rally. Actually have him online so we can ask him a few questions. Hey, Bubba.
Hey, Councilman Ramos. Hey, Mayor Steve, how you hanging?
Hey, I'm good, Bubba. I didn't know you were going to be here, but since you're here, question: the Seals softball stadium has been closed since March.
Yeah.
Will it be ready to handle a capacity crowd?
That's if he can fill it.
Oh, no, he'll fill it. He'll fill it. The stadium will be ready to rock and roll.
Okay, that's good to hear. I want you to know that the city will pass out masks to everyone, all people as they come in.
Oh, you can pass them out if you want, but ain't nobody going to wear them. Hey, but they make good beer holders.
Okay. What about if we put the Confederate flag on them?
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
That was sarcasm.
What's that?
It's a special kind of teaching.
Oh, okay.
Will there be enough restrooms or porta potties?
Oh, yeah, the Trump campaign wants plenty of porta potties. And get this, they will double up as a voter registration booth.
Oh, this man is a genius.
Oh, yeah, he's a smart one, all right. He knows what people want. Hey, get this. He wants to come in a helicopter, fly in a helicopter and land right on center field. I mean, I haven't seen that since Sammy Hagar did that in '82.
Okay, Bubba. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your service and coming on and letting us know that the stadium will be safe and ready for our leader and for our president.
Yes, it will.
Actually, does anyone in our audience want to unmute, pop up that camera, and ask Bubba a question? I know safety is a concern for people, but, you know, Bubba's here to reassure us. So does anyone have any questions for our stadium groundskeeper?
So it looks like we have some comments here. A porta potty is a perfect place to deposit Republican voter registration forms.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Will they provide emesis bags like the airlines?
What, multiple sclerosis? What?
No, I think those are the bags that you throw up in when you're not feeling well.
Oh, okay.
Will we have those at the stadium?
Yeah, we'll have those. Yeah.
Okay, great. And where's the beer? We have that. Will there be plenty of beer there?
Oh, plenty of beer, plenty of Coors Light.
Actually, Uncle Stavros is asking where you receive tickets or where you get tickets. Obviously, you can go online and order them directly from the President Trump campaign website,
That's right.
or you can go to my website, councilmanbennyramos.com 2020, hashtag BRM 2020.
No campaigning during the meeting?
Ridiculous.
Let's hear. Won't this rally be dangerous to Beachtonians?
I can't wait to have down. Anybody want to ask me any questions? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, won't this rally be dangerous to Beachtonians? It comes from Denise.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe to their, you know, brains, but other than that.
Okay, thank you for coming, Bubba. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, sure. Oh, well, thank you, Councilman, for having me. Okay. Hey, the check hasn't cleared yet.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, folks. It's very clear. It's not a surprise to all of us that this election brings out some extreme emotions in people. I mean, but we live in a democracy and everyone has a choice this November. I mean, you can vote for a loud, crude demagogue who's divided our nation, or you can vote for a gentle, pragmatic, steady.
Mayor Steve, wake up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been getting much sleep lately with the air. But what I was trying to say is that your voice counts and matters, and especially here in Beachtown. So right now, I think we're going to do the same thing we did last week, and we're going to break out into smaller groups and discuss the question, should we allow the Trump campaign to hold a rally here in Beachtown? Esther, can you come on and explain how the breakout groups go?
Sure thing, Mr. Mayor. Hi again. Woo! It's me again. Just so you know, we're going to go into breakout rooms and it's going to happen automatically. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and put you into your breakout rooms, and it's going to be led by one of the task force members. But what you want to know is might look like you're getting kicked out of the room for a second, but you'll be put right back into your small group, and then you'll be put right back into the other group. You don't have to do a thing. Just hang out with us. And if you don't want to join the breakout groups there, and you do stay, there'll be, you can just hang out, and we'll be back in just 5 minutes.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Bubba Gomez. I'm the groundskeeper here at Beachtown Seal Stadium, and I can't wait to have Donald Trump come to Beachtown. Now, if you were live on Zoom, you went into a breakout room. Yeah, that's what they call them, breakout rooms, right? But if you're watching me, that means you're on Facebook Live, so you're stuck with me. Yeah. While they're doing their meeting for 5 minutes, I got you for 5 minutes. We got each other for 5 minutes. Now, I'm here to entertain you a little bit. So what I did is I did a compilation of Donald Trump's best speeches, because he's such a good orator, And, some other stuff, some cartoons, just, way to pass 5 minutes. So don't go away. I'll be right back.
Testing is a double-edged sword. We've tested now 25 million people. It's probably 20 million people more than anybody else. Germany's done a lot. South Korea's done a lot. They call me, they say, the job you're doing, here's the bad part. When you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people, you're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please. I stand before you today to declare the silent majority is stronger than ever before.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if everyday Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world, and maybe that's a question you should ask China.
By the way, it's a disease, without question, has more names than any disease in history. I can name Kung Flu, an emboldened left will launch a full-scale assault on American life. You know that. They'll expel anyone who disagrees with them. Look what happens when you disagree. You use a term that's perfect and they're not happy with it. They call you a racist. They call you a horrible person.
Away from them, because this is not what we're here for. Right. They're here to specifically arrest us.
Right. Don't fall into their trap.
We're not
Be
doing
the bigger person.
Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up! Don't shoot!
Who the hell put that in there?
What incarnation? That guy don't live here. Never seen him. Check him out. Hey, Pancho! Where's your mask, amigo?
No, senor.
Okay. Where are you going?
Kentucky.
I mean, where are you from?
Kentucky.
Where are you from?
Kentucky.
You're not from. Where are you from?
Kentucky.
What's up with all the Kentucky?
Kentucky no English.
All right, Beachtoners, that was it for these videos. Now, the main group's going to come back any minute now, so don't go away. We're going to take a vote. Can't wait to get Trump over here in Beachtown.
All right, they're coming right back. Don't go away. Don't go away.
Well, hello, everybody.
All right, once you're back in the big room here, you can go ahead and turn your cameras back off. Thank you, everybody.
Is it possible for Damon to put back his shirt on now that he's in the big room?
Yeah, Damon, you're. Well, I don't know.
You been voted on, Damon. You won. I mean, why don't you practice by putting on that socialist Marxist Congresswoman AOC's T-shirt on?
I'm sure Gloria will have one that she can loan you.
She will not like that. She's already texted me.
So does anyone out there have someone from their group that wants to report? I see we still have a few people on here. If you can go ahead and turn your cameras off, folks, unless you're reporting from your group. You can just hit that stop video.
I do.
Yes. All right, please, Doctor.
Yes, so I have about 3 representatives, not 1, not 2, but 3. I have Dan, Ming, and Katrina and her mother. They're going to come on board and let us know what we discussed right here.
All right.
Maybe we will start with Dan. Dan, what was the first initial thing we talked about?
Well, we started talking about having a multicultural parade instead of the Trump rally. But I thought, well, isn't that just making a big group in place of the Trump rally? So instead I thought, why don't we just actually enforce rules with fines and actually let the rally happen and then make a lot of money for Beachtown with all the fines that we get.
Yes. And Ming also had something to say.
Well, we also talked about how that there are other costs to having the rally here, and that is that the virus will spread, and we will be saddled with all those medical costs and I don't know what else in our city, because we all know that Trump doesn't pay for those things, and he especially doesn't like Beachtown.
Right. And Katrina and her mother will also have something to say.
So we decided that after the virus is under control and hopefully our city is back to, well, normal in a way, instead of celebrating a racist, homophobic, sexist, ignorant president, we will do a multicultural parade to represent the groups that don't get much representation.
Woohoo! I love my.
Do you eat with that mouth?
Oh my goodness, Damon.
Oh, Katrina's mother, you are raising a good girl there.
If I may,
a good woman, a good young woman.
If I may, Mr. Mayor, and I posed this question to my amazing group, and we had a great conversation, not only about President Trump, but I did pose this question, and I posed it to the entire room, especially to Dr. Sherini's group, Dan, Ming, and Katrina. If the roles were reversed, and this was candidate Biden or Vice President Biden, please be honest with us. You would totally be against him having a rally here.
He wouldn't do it. Yeah, he's too responsible. I mean, it is absolutely irresponsible to have a rally at this time.
Yes.
Mr. Biden doesn't even know what day it is. Come on.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that group. You guys can go ahead and turn your cameras back off.
Thanks, Dan, Ming, and Katrina.
Thank you, everybody. That was fantastic. So does anyone else have a report from their group?
We have Virginia. We seem to have had you seem to put me in the left room. So Virginia's going to represent all the nasty attitudes that came.
I think all the rooms would be left of you, Damon. So.
And is she nude?
First, I need to report that once again, Mr. Haynes has propagated fake news because he told me the only way that I could come on and report for the group is if I came on nude. So, which clearly that was not the case. So I'm a sucker for falling for that one. Shame on
I
me.
suggested it. I didn't say it was a law.
Yes, you did. And so what we decided was it would be a really great idea. We could go ahead and let Trump and all of his cronies come to Beachtown as long as Trump releases his tax returns, which I think someone suggested in the chat.
Well, I think he promised to do that.
When they're coming in to the rally, we give them a power of attorney form and they sign over their power of attorney to all of us, and we can take their NRA vote away from them. And then lastly, we will send a basket around and get them to contribute money to what they may or may not think is for a border wall, but then we can distribute that money to all the small businesses of Beachtown.
Oh, do you think we're stupid?
That is great,
Yes,
Virginia.
we
That's
do.
great.
Excellent ideas, Virginia. What a excellent group there.
Excellent.
See you at the right.
Yeah. We had
Thank you, Virginia.
We had a great group. I wanted Greg to come on and possibly summarize a few things that we talked about if he's interested. If not, then I can tell you where it is. Hey,
Doctor.
Greg. Yes, Dr. Greg. Yes.
So, first of all, I just want to let you know I'm breaking my non-disclosure agreement in order to testify here in front of the group. But you may recall when Air Force One flew over Mount Rushmore, Trump's campaign tweeted, "He's the coolest president." Well, our group thought he was the cruelest president.
Yes.
And we didn't want him to come. There was some concern about, even though we may make some money from the rental of the stadium, that there be police costs. And I'm looking now at the internet here. It says Donald Trump's tab for MAGA rallies jumps to 1.8 million as 14 cities say president hasn't paid police bills. And we know there'll be horrendous bills associated with this rally, and we didn't feel justified in paying for that. So I think that was the main gist of our group.
That was.
Oh, and we also wanted we wanted to know if we could put Biden on the Jumbotron TV
Jumbotron.
Oh, okay.
at the same time.
And doctor,
Which doctor?
I'm talking to the one who just got through talking.
Oh, yes.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
Or
Thank
do
you.
I just play one on TV? I don't know.
Thank you, Dr. Greg.
Thank you. Thank you. And our group actually maybe came up with a solution for not being paid by the campaign. Our group wanted Trump to pay in advance. And so said that he needed to pay in advance and that he needed to agree that there would be social distancing and required mask wearing. And we thought that he might not agree to do that, but we felt that that would be the conditions that would be required if he came. Was there anything else from your group, Saul? Excuse me, Councilman Ramos.
I open it up to anybody that would like to speak, but again, we kind of deviated and spoke more about the economy. And one of the people in my group actually said that even though he is against President Trump visiting, he has done some things that are good for the world, like getting the UN NATO countries to pay a little bit more. So my group wasn't as left-leaning anarchists as Dr. Sherini's and Donna's group, but they had great heads on top of their shoulders, and I'm very, very proud of them.
I see. It looks like Liam has raised his hand. Liam, you want to turn on your thing? And Dr. Sherini, did you have something as well?
Yes, I just said it sounds like Councilman Benny Ramos is stumbling on his words today.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, Liam, if you want to turn on your camera, I see that you have your hand raised there, or you can just type your question in the chat if you have something. Oh, there you are. Hello, Liam. Welcome.
Hi, Liam.
Oh, and you disappeared into the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a question or comment here, Liam?
No.
No? Just raising your hand and wanted to show a nice background, a good patriotic background
It's
here.
very beautiful.
Very nice.
He's a real American. He's a real
excellent.
American.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Here he goes.
Liam works at the surf shop with me.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so we
Excellent.
have him there
So
to help him with
I'm
the
glad that the
board.
PPP loan allowed you to keep some people on staff.
Yes. So Liam, I'm so glad that you're here. Make sure you show up for work tomorrow.
All right. Okay. So thank you, Liam. You can go ahead and hit stop video. And I think it's time to put this in the Beachtonians' hands. Now, as I said, we will take your recommendations to the city council. But Esther, why don't you throw that poll up right now? And we will ask the big question of the night. Okay. No, that one's for later. Esther, if you can take that one away. We'll do that one after the meeting. Okay, thanks. All right, the big question of the night is, all right, should we allow the Trump campaign to hold a rally in Beachtown? Go ahead and submit that.
I'm on the edge of my seat with excitement to see the results of this one.
Yes. And we will see if that money comes into Beachtown or the disease or all right. So, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking these results to the city council and we will inform you next week what the final decision was. Oh, by a 2/3 margin. You think we should not have the rally here in Beachtown, but I do want to remind you that your results can be overridden by the council.
We can go to the Supreme Court.
So Councilman Ramos Leibowitz may whack his shoe on the table again. He can be very persuasive. Next week we have another exciting meeting. We may be discussing some issues of schools and what we should be doing in our community. But before we head out tonight, Donna is going to share a little bit of the Beachtown hymn. Donna.
Our favorite. O land of sunshine, sing praises to thee. Loyal and faithful by land and by sea. Sunrise to sunset bring warm memories. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me. Faith in our fathers, faith in our friends. Spend all your summers and come back again. Sunrise to sunset bring warm memories. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me. Beachtown, oh Beachtown, my hometown to me.
Thank you, Donna. That was awesome. Greg out there typed, let's make that the national anthem. So, Esther, I think we had a request for the poll results from when we first arrived. Can we take a look at those? All right. Most of us have lived in Beachtown well over 10 years. Looks like our 71% over 10 years or my whole life. Most of us are still working during quarantine. All right, so that's still happening. Best yacht rock band. That was for Mayor Steve. I threw that one in. And the Beach Boys, of course. No one compares. Heriberto's Tacos slightly edged out the Woodhouse Steakhouse for the best Beachtown restaurant. Oh, and which task force member do you relate to most?
I want to recount.
Oh, but you know, I just want to throw that back to all of you, is that Beachtown isn't about just one person. It's about all of us coming together every week and sharing our differing views, our different perspectives. And I just want to say, come back again, same day, same time next week. We'll see you next Wednesday night. Stay safe. Hasta la vista.
Tested. I'd like to think that if I was, I would pass. Look at the tested and think there before the grades go on. Might be a coward, I'm afraid of what I might find out.
They had 12-year-old lying in bed.